Hey, what is up, people? Welcome back to another edition of the Shooting the Shit podcast, coming to you live from Studio 1B here in this great state of Florida. This is Jacksonville, right where I'm at. Shooting the Shit podcast is brought to you in part by naturebox.com, where you can get good snacks, healthy alternatives to eating crap. And it's gluten-free, vegan, low calories, and the stuff just tastes right. That is naturebox.com. They don't sponsor this podcast, but I eat their stuff, so I'm going to talk about it all the time. It's Valentine's Day, guys. Do you guys got that shorty? You guys got that hottie on your side? If you don't, that's cool, because you don't want to be those people that are not original and that are gimmick. And what I mean by these people that are gimmicks, like, look at this way. I was at the store about 15 minutes ago buying some stuff, and this dude comes walking up behind me and goes, "Dude, my wife is in the store and she doesn't know I'm here. I'm buying some roses and some chocolates, and I'm getting the hell out, and I'm running home so she doesn't see me." I'm like, "You're a weird." I'm like, "Dude, you're a dumbass. Really?" Let me ask you this. If you are a guy or you're a girl listening to this, would you find your significant other a dumbass if they're literally in the same store as you, shopping for you to get unoriginal flowers, unoriginal bullshit candy, and a stupid stuffed animal? Be original, not generic. What I mean by that is, buy something or do something for your significant other that she's not prone to doing. If you want to be nice to your significant other, give her a massage. Or say, "Hey, baby, I bought you a dozen roses and a nice day at the massage parlor where she can go and get her nails did, her hair did, and then she can get her girly girl on." Be something original. Or be like, "Hey, baby, on Valentine's Day, I set up like a mini cruise so we can go on what do they call it here in Florida? The casino ship." Basically, I think it's a casino ship that you go out. It's like an all-day cruise. You get food, and then they bring you back in the port. And that's something that would be romantic, something that's cool, something that is not ordinary that you would typically do. Be original, player. Don't be those dummies that are just running to the supermarket, especially the supermarket. You're getting horrible quality flowers, horrible quality candy. Just go to a flower shop and be like, "Dude, I'm going to spend like $50 on some flowers. I'm going to buy something nice for my girl." Don't just be the typical guy that's going to buy the same shit that every other guy is going to buy. Me personally, I'll say this. I went out with somebody last night, and I bought her something, and we went out to this hibachi place. You know, the hibachi place where they cook at your table and they shoot the flames up and they do the tricks and stuff. When I was leaving the restaurant, all the women in the restaurant like that were working there. When I was walking out with this person that I was with, they were like, "Dude, you're doing it right. That's good. You're doing it right, player." That's basically what they said, and I felt good about myself walking out with this girl and these two waiters that were girls, and they basically said, "Dude, you're doing it right. That's a good job." And it's good to hear that other women are saying that. I don't know if these women were just saying that because I was with another girl and they were like, "Wow, that girl's hot, but why is she with you? So we're going to compliment you." Because normally if I would have went in there by myself or whatever, or I wasn't with a really hot girl, they might not even have said nothing to me, because typically the girls that said I was doing it right, or typically girls that don't give me the time of day, they'll just be like, "Meh, whatever." But I was like, hell yeah, I'm doing it right. I know how to treat a woman. I know how to do what I'm doing. I don't need your compliment. I mean, I accept it, but I don't need somebody that's going to look at me like 9 times out of 10, because I have a big beard like Shay Carl, the YouTuber. I have like a scruffy beard, and I was actually dressing pretty good. I'll say that. I actually dressed up pretty nice. Usually I don't dress that nice like I did last night. But the way I dressed up, I was like, hell yeah, I know how to dress, and I know how to look good. And if other people are going to compliment me on it, that's cool. But Sometimes I love to look like a scruggly bum because I went somewhere once. I went to the here's the funny thing. Me and a friend, her and me, went to Red Lobster once. We actually typically was like, hey, what happens if we dress like bummy and like poor and we go into the Red Lobster and see what happens? Here's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We walked into the Red Lobster, we sat down, we're like, hey, what is your most expensive lobster on the menu? And how much would it cost? The waiter looked at us and goes, well, it is kind of pricey. And the way she was giving us the look is like, dude, you two can't afford that. And we're like, no, we want to know what the price is. She's like, it's pricey. And I was like, what's pricey? $40? She was like, $40 for the lobster tail? And I was like, yeah, I'll take that. And she looked at me like, you serious? You're going to use your whole paycheck on one lobster tail? And my friend at the then said basically the same thing. I'll take your best shrimp dinner, and it was like $20. So it came like $65 for the dinner. And we paid and we gave a big tip, and the lady was like, how are you guys affording this stuff? And it's like, if we would have came in there dressing nice, my friend would have came in there with a nice dress. I would have came in there like real nice clothes, my hair done, not with a scruggly beard. She would have treated us totally different. And that's the same thing. People judge a book by its cover. They look at you and think, well, you're a bum. You don't have money. And they're going to treat you right if you have money. If you don't have money, they're going to be like, no, we can't give you that high-class wine bottle. You can't afford it. And say, a lot of people who have money don't dress a certain way because they don't want to be out there looking like they have a lot of money. So that's just a thing I thought was funny. But the whole thing with the whole Valentine's Day thing, just be original. Like, do something out of the ordinary, and don't just always do it on Valentine's Day. Do something throughout the year that's going to show your significant other that you care for them. It's like Bob Marley says in that song, This is love. He says he's going to treat you right and love you every day and not just one day. And that's what these dudes out there think. Well, I could show her love on one day, but the rest of the year I don't got to show her nothing. It's like, dude, you're not going to get nothing if you don't show her you care the rest of the year. That's why these relationships out there are failing. It's like, I'm a good dude. I know some good dudes out there who would treat a woman right, but they don't get the chance to treat a woman right. So these women are out there with jerk-offs and assholes, and they get treated like crap, and that's their perspective of guys. All guys are dicks. All guys are pigs. In reality, that's not the truth. And you know what I got my hopes up for? I'm going to take a swig of this all-natural green tea. Take a swig. Take a swig of this iced tea for you working fellas out there who are listening to this while you bust your ass at your 9-to-5 job. I make these podcasts for people who bust their ass and work, so when they come home on the weekends, they have something to listen to or they have something to enjoy. So, if you guys have any questions, post them in the comment section below, and we'll start getting this shit real, and I'll start answering some of these. And if you guys want to share this out, share it out, and let people know that the Shooting the Shit podcast is real. I usually do this on YouTube at youtube.com/the TREVERPITTS. That's where I typically do my Shooting the Shit podcast. It uploads every Friday, 7 a.m. on the East Coast, 12 p.m. in England, and 4 a.m. on the West Coast. So if your ass is up at that time, you can listen to it. And I just got a little Snapchat. Yeah, someone just snapped me. Oh, okay, I'm not going to look at that because that was just from Snapchat itself. And you guys can check me out at Snapchat at Trevman21. There's TREVMAN21. And Snapchat has this little story mode where you can actually post a little vlog throughout the day, and it'll make it like a little story, so it combines it as a little vlog, which is a kind of a cool thing. And I enjoy using it. Been using it for a while now, and that is the little Snapchat. If you guys don't know what it is, check it out. It's free. It does use data if you guys don't have a big data plan, but I love it. It's just a cool little app. It does what it's supposed to do, and it does it very well. You have your favorite YouTubers. You have famous people on it. You have people sexting on there. You have people sending dick pics. You have people sending pussy pics. It's just a crazy, crazy app. You might not want it, but you need it to be social. I'm just kidding. But I got a big urge right now for traveling. I got a big urge for traveling. I got offered. Here's the craziest thing. I've never been offered this many traveling adventures in my life. I've been offered 3 cruises by 3 different people. Yeah, 3 different people. I've been offered to go to Key West, which is the most southern spot in the United States in Florida. I've been offered to go to VidCon with a friend. And all these cruises and trips are getting my juices flowing because I want to travel. I'm a traveler at heart. And I don't care where I travel to. I just want to be able to get out there and travel, see the world. I'd rather be like, hey, let's go to England. Let's go to Europe. Because that would really get my juices flowing. Going to like California or Arizona or New Mexico or Dallas, Texas or wherever, it's a cool thing to go. Be like, hey, I'm going to Vegas. It's cool, but it's not the same experience as saying, hey, I'm going to Ontario, Canada, or I'm going to the Bahamas. You know, it's something that gets your juices flowing when you go out of the country because it's something you're not normally typically used to. If you go to Vegas, you go to Hollywood, you're going to see the same typical things you normally see in your everyday life. Yes, Vegas is just casinos and drunks, and you have a lot of hoes walking around with those little business cards saying, oh, we got hoes for sale, come get a hoe. And I'm like, dude, Vegas is cool, but it's just a gambler party town. If you're not a gambler and you're not a drunk and you don't want to get high, then don't go to Vegas. But I really want to go to England and just see what that has. It has a lot of history, and that's something I love, is seeing a lot of history. Like, I would go see London. I would go see the small cities of England. That's the best thing, is seeing the smaller cities, because London is a big city. It's any typical big city. But if you go to like a small city in England, that's when you see real what England's about, like these small little towns. Because everybody I know that's from England, they live in these small little like villages that looks like the movie Hot Fuzz. If you guys have never seen Hot Fuzz, I recommend it. That movie is hilarious. It will have you laughing your ass off. Those 2 dudes that are in that movie, they're in Hot Fuzz and they were in Shaun of the Dead. Those movies are hilarious. But like I said, it is Valentine's Day. Go celebrate Valentine's with your significant other. Be original and not generic. So that has been another Shooting the Shit podcast. These typically upload Fridays, 7 a.m. on the East Coast. So if you guys want to see the video portion of these, just head over to youtube.com/TheTrevorPitts and you will definitely see these podcasts. And I talk about anything and everything. These get pretty raw. And if you guys want to join me on the podcast, we can do them on Google Plus. And if you have a webcam, or even if you don't and you just have a microphone, we could talk and shoot the shit and talk about anything and everything. That's just the way these podcasts work. A podcast to me is just a conversation with 2 people who want to shoot the shit. That's all it is. You could talk about the legalization of marijuana, why it's good and why it's not good. That's a really big topic right now, that people want to get this shit legalized, but the government's saying, nah, dog, it's not that good. It's not that great for you. It's like, dude, when was the last time someone overdosed from pot? When was the last time someone beat their wife up over pot? When was the last time you heard of people in the bar getting physical and having a bar fight over marijuana? I've never heard that. I've heard people taking Jack Daniel shots and then starting fist fights. Or the lady will be like, well, my husband comes home and drinks a few beers and then gets violent and then wants to beat the shit out of me. That is something you hear of alcohol. And people are like, well, if you get legalization of marijuana, people are going to go crazy. It's like, You have cigarettes that are worse than anything, way more addicting, and they guarantee you they know that it kills people, but it's okay because it makes people money. You got alcohol that is more attainable than marijuana, and it's okay because it makes people money. You get marijuana, oh no, it's a little plant that grows in the ground. We can't fuck with that. And me personally, like Cat Williams said, the side effects of marijuana is if you so happen to light it up and smoke it, you get hungry, tired, and you relax. That's it. I've never heard of somebody like, my wife overdosed on marijuana. And all these news articles want to come out and say that people are making bad choices off of marijuana. They're like, well, like Nancy Grace, she came out and said this guy was giving his 2-year-old kid marijuana to smoke. Okay, that's a legit story that it really did happen. How many people actually go out and do dumb shit like that? Almost nobody. I have a buddy who smokes it because he has insomnia. I have another buddy who smokes it to relax because his back hurts and he just does it. Then you have the chronic smokers who just are addicted. And yes, you can be addicted to marijuana, where I had a buddy that every time I'd go to his house, that's all he would be doing. He would be smoking constantly. He smokes marijuana like he smokes cigarettes. Like every couple minutes he's lighting up a joint, getting high, and he can't function without the marijuana, which is a legit thing. It's not saying it's a bad thing. It's just saying you can get addicted to it because your body wants to get high and you're constantly wanting to smoke. But I don't think marijuana is a bad thing. I don't think you're going to die from it. You're going to overdose. You're going to do something stupid off it. Maybe if you got so blazed up and you try to drive, maybe you can impair your vision or something. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as people said it is. So if people want to legalize marijuana, like here in the state of Florida, 58% said yes, we want legalization of marijuana. 46% said nah, it's not good. And you know what they said? Oh, well, in Florida you needed 60%. Bullshit. The public speaked, and the public wants marijuana. It's kind of funny in 2015, ladies and gentlemen, that marijuana is not legalized, and it helps people with cancer, glaucoma, back pain, relaxing, all this other stuff that it's proven to help. And we can't even legalize it for medical marijuana purposes because they think the average person who's not medical is gonna bullshit and want some stupid card that's gonna, I got, my leg hurts, I need it for that. No, here's what they should do. If you're 21 or older, you should be able to go to like a smoke shop or wherever and purchase it like in joint format. Like, okay, we're going to give you a carton of joints and this will last you a month. And that's what they should do. But then I think if they did that, you'd have these chronic smokers who just puff them up like ridiculous and they'd be out. And it's like, you can only get one carton a month. They should do something like that. And you know, even Arnold Schwarzenegger said when he was the governor of California, if he legalized it, it would boost the economy of California drastically. And everybody was like, "No, that's not a good idea." It's not. It is a good idea. You know how much these weed shops in like Denver and in Colorado are making? They're making billions of dollars a year now because people are like, "Hey, I can go into Colorado into these smoke shops and purchase some marijuana and leave, and I'm not in trouble." But I will definitely talk to you guys in the next episode. Remember, every Friday, 7 a.m. on my YouTube channel, these things go live. So you guys can shoot the shit in the comment section. I'll definitely comment you back. That's one last thing I don't like, is the YouTubers who don't comment back their subscribers. I don't care if you have 5 million subscribers or you have 2 subscribers. You should always comment your subscribers back in the comment section. That helps your channel grow. So, as always, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.